go farther, but we did. This next comic is all the way from the other side of the world, from Australia, folks. Some Aussies here? Fantastico. That's not even Australian, but you know what I'm talking about. Now, she tours all around the world for the U.S. troops, entertaining them. She's been at places such as Sarajevo, Bosnia, Kosovo. Folks, she's entertaining our troops. Let's give a round of applause for this girl, Susanna Brisk. Give it up for her, folks.
I'm so happy to be here. It is so great to live in this country. It is so great. I'm so happy. I've been here for 6 years now, so I'm totally Yankified. I'm fully American, and I know that I'm finally a true American because after a lot of red tape and heaps of effort on my part, I finally have bad credit. Thank you. I'm very proud of that. Thank you. I have to come out and say something very controversial, which is that I actually was against the war. I know that's a very controversial statement, but I have to say that it comes from my own personal experience. Not many people know this, but Australia's actually been fighting a war for many years against the mullet. I grew up in Australia, but I was born in Estonia in the former Soviet Union. And, you know, people got married for very different reasons in Russia. Like, my father only married my mother because he heard through a friend that she had toilet paper. Thank God I finally came to a country where people get married for the right reasons, to get on TV. My mother had a tough life in the former Soviet Union. You know, she used to work for a flight attendant. She used to be a flight attendant for Soviet Air. And she used to stand at the front of the plane and say, "Good morning, comrade men and women. Tfu! There are 2 working oxygen masks located in the rear of the cabin. We will now shuffle the boarding passes to see who gets the 2 oxygen masks. And for those of you American businessmen traveling with us today, my measurements are 36, 24, 77. Thank you for flying with us, and now prepare to die." I was teased at school a lot, you know, for being Russian, and my mother was great, though. She always taught me to be strong. She used to say, "Susanna, why do you care if they like you? They like you or they don't like you. What matters is that I don't like you." My father was actually involved in a very rigorous, secretive military operation in the former Soviet Union. It was called dating my mother. And my father's actually was in the Soviet army, but you'd never know it by the way that he started every sentence with, "You are weak." "I was on a train to Siberia for 40 hours. I was in a coma." I was like, "Dad, you weren't in a coma, you were drunk." Okay, and I've passed out for longer than that. Russian parents, they're so hard on their kids, you know, like if the kids at school got 65% on their tests, they got the results pinned to the fridge with a Vegemite fridge magnet. Good girl, you had to go. If I came home with 99%, my father was like, "What happened to the other 2? Stupid." So I'm a Jew broad, and that was ridiculous growing up Jewish in Australia. There were like 2 of us. And I already dated the other one. And she was only half Jewish. So when I came here, I was like, "Woo! Jewland, Jewtown, Jewville." And I think now that that's why I've realized that I'm an anti-Semite. Thank you. No, I'm not really, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I love us. I love Jews. I married one for Christ's sake. Well, not for Christ's sake, but the point is that I love American men. I'm very happy that I came here and met American men because you guys understand that if you listen to a woman who's drunk for half an hour, you will get laid. Whereas if you listen for an hour, it means you're gay. Of course, if you listen for 2 hours, that means you're my husband. But I dated extensively before I met my husband, and I gotta tell you, the men in LA, they love to have an existential crisis. They love their they're always like, I just don't think we should see each other no more, because I really just have to work on myself right now. Yeah, okay, bubble boy. Why don't you go into your hermetically sealed masturbation chamber and work on yourself? I don't feel whole, you know, I just feel really broken. Yeah, well, you should be happy I want your broken ass. How is a man supposed to know how he feels without a woman around to explain it to him? And LA actors, it should hurt. And LA actors, for God's sake, let me translate, I just need to work on myself. It means I just need to get a series. And once they get a series, they don't want to be banging you, they want to be banging Buffy. Well, who doesn't? The point is that American men are great because at least they're not Australian men. An Australian man's version of foreplay is, gee, looks like the football's finished. Now, an American man may love his sports, but at least he'll go down on you at halftime. And that's worth a mullet if you happen to be in Iowa. Australian men, I know you guys think the accent is cute and everything, but there is sometimes when the accent is not that cute. You like that, mate? You like that? Who's your dad? Mate? Oh, no worries. No. It's wrong. At least American men will tell you up front that they're emotionally unavailable. But the problem is that the most articulate, intelligent American women suddenly turn into a bumpkin. Oh no, he said he don't love me. But what he really means is that he loves me so much till it's scary. He's just afraid of his feelings is all. No, he's not afraid of his feelings. He's not going to change. And if you permit me to get a little bit dirty on you people just for a second, but I really do wish that these American guys would say what they really mean, which is, I'm not into your pussy. I'm sorry, I'm not into your pussy. Thank you very much. But that doesn't mean that some guy's not going to be into your pussy. Literally. Your pussy will be somebody's kryptonite. Just not this guy. And you know, kryptonite, not like you can't touch it kryptonite, but like, oh, it's deadly, I can't resist it kind of kryptonite. And I've had some kryptonite cock, too. Let me tell you, I've had some major kryptonite dick. Well, I thought I was going to have to be treated for radiation. But then I realized it's not kryptonite, it's just pretty. It's just a pretty penis. Ladies, do not torture yourselves over a pretty penis. You tried it, you liked it, now leave it on the shelf for the next young lady. By that time, it'll be last season's dick anyway. I love American men, though. I do. You guys are so cute. You always think that I'm smarter than you are because I have an accent. And I have to explain to you guys, I'm not smarter than you are because I have an accent. I'm smarter because I'm a woman. Seriously, as my mother always used to say, Susanna, men are like donkeys. You have to take them to the trough and show them how to drink. Now help me move your father into the living room. But I think dating is tougher for women than men in LA. I really think that dating for women in LA is like the Kentucky Derby. And first out of the gate, here comes insecurity. Insecurity followed by fear of commitment and paranoia in the background. As we round the first turn, I've been hurt before, too bad, and life goes on the outside. Now here comes nice guy. Nice guy's moving in on the inside. He's brushed off insecurity, and I'm getting some. But here comes sugar daddy. Here comes sugar daddy, shoot in by your mother. You're a slut. You're a slut, but you don't care because of sugar daddy, but fear of commitment steps up, and I want to see other people. I want to see other people, so here comes the alcoholic. The alcoholic could be nice guy. The alcoholic knocked out unexpectedly because of your mother. Your mother, a slow starter, has taken over the whole race. And down the stretch they come. It's the one. The odds weren't good, but he's a Jew, so he's past your mother. Here's one last try for the alcoholic, but the one overcomes fear of commitment, insecurity. I've been hurt before, too bad for sugar daddy, a nice guy, but the one forges ahead, even though you're a slut despite your mother, and in a stunning surprise victory, nice guy finished first. Thank you so much. Good night.
Folks, round of applause for Susanna Brisk. Right there. Awesome.
Loved it, yeah.
Thank you.
I can relate.
Oh,
I'm from
good.
Eastern Europe.
And you're a chick.
Yes.
And you're hot.
Well, that's true.
I think I should have my own tape, and it should just be hours of me just talking about my opinions. And I don't think of pussy as dirty, but you know, Americans
Pussy's
very...
not dirty.
No, it's definitely not my pussy. Or
Not my
yours.
pussy. It's clean.
No. Look, the thing... Oh, come on. That was a little obvious, even for Lampoon. I'm sorry. No, but what are we, friggin' Van Wilder here? Come on.
Has your mom seen your stand-up?
Yeah.
Does she like it?
Does she like it? Well, once she got over the shock of the fact that I didn't finish college and become an academic...
You didn't finish college? Girl, I didn't
know.
finish college. You?
Pretty girls don't have to be smart.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm just kidding. Actually, because I started doing stand-up then, and I think she's just really happy that I don't live on the street, and that I'm not dating guys who sniff glue anymore. I think that's really...
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm having fun.
Private
Your
joke.
teeth are really white.
Oh, thanks.
Any tips for the audience?
They just naturally came that way, as well as my natural tan.
They sparkle.
Well, actually, these are real, and this is real inside.